Hello, beautiful people. It is me, the Ebony Mystique, your eclectic entrepreneur. This is Koala Bear. Your eclectic entrepreneur. I am a massage therapist, a pianist, and an author. And I make videos about massage therapy, my writing journal, and occasionally I'll make videos about playing that good old thing called a piano. I really do it, I promise you. But if you clicked on this video, you also know that I like to do book reviews. And today, I was having textual relations with the book called Anna Marie and the Fox by Liana de la Rosa. And it is a series. It's a historical romance novel. And it's the Luna Sisters novel. If you know me, you already know that I thoroughly enjoy a good historical romance. And this one takes place during the Mexican-French War as well as the Civil War. And it's about the Luna sisters and this lovely lady here. This is Anna Marie Luna. They cross the Atlantic to get away from what's happening in Mexico. They end up in London on purpose. And their goal there is to meet up with their Tio and to make sure they can get some political backing from the government of Great Britain to help out the Mexican people. While they're there, she runs into Gideon Fox, aka the Fox, and he is a politician who is trying to get funding to stop, to have basically Great Britain take a firmer stand on abolishing the Atlantic slave trade. So both of them have political reasons for being in the, well, he is the grandchild? I think he's the grandchild of a slave. And so they both have trauma from different, how can I put, trying to end slavery and trying to stop the Mexican War and have their own autonomy in the society and during the 1800s. Well, while she's there, trying to help out her country, she meets this gentleman right here. And they got like these sparks going, right? They're like, yes, you know, I think you're absolutely amazing. I think you're great too. Okay, they didn't sound like that. But they meet each other and they're instantly attracted to one another. However, she is betrothed, engaged to somebody back in Mexico. And because of that, he's going to be respectful and not try to impose his feelings on her. But they cannot deny what they're really feeling. Although I will say they gave it a good go at it. I like the way that they blended actual history with this story. As I said before, I love a good historical romance because it gives you the little bit of a history lesson, and I love history. So it gives you that little history lesson. I learned a little bit of Spanish. I'm not going to embarrass myself because I'm not speaking it very well right now. But with the two of them having their own political goals that they're trying to reach, they end up at this party trying to get the backing of somebody who has a lot of power, and they're in London to help them with their causes. And it turns out bad. Things go awry and decisions have to be made. Will they or won't they? Decisions have to be made at this point. I like how this one, it drew out the romance. It didn't just, don't get me wrong, I do love a good wham bam, thank you ma'am. But I like how this one drew out the romance. You got a chance to watch them fall in love with each other and figure out why exactly they are meant to be together. They weren't just like, oh, love at first sight and hey, that's who you're going to be with. It was like attraction at first sight, but the more conversations we have, the more I realize I want your boo-boo. And so this one, I am going to give this a 4.5 bookmarks because I think it was a perfect balance of history, romance, and the drama that ensued throughout the whole book. It was a nice, solid balance. Plus, it introduces the sisters, Isabella and Gabby, her sisters. It introduces the start of their own books. Now I have, like, this is the first one. It's the only one I've read so far. But I know that there's going to be more. And I'm really eager to see what's going to happen with her sisters and the guys that they don't like. they don't like them, but you can kind of read between the lines like, I really think you do like them. So I like how it sets up both of those novels. It sets up both the other two sisters for their own novels, and I love how that is blended in together. So I would definitely recommend, if you like historical romances, especially if you like historical romances set in the 1800s, I definitely recommend this book, Anna Marie and the Fox by Liana de la Rosa. I'm still working on that Spanish, guys. Bear with me. And yeah, this is my book review for my lovely historical romance. I know I started it a while ago, and then life was getting in the way, and then other books popped up in there. But you know what? We're here now. This was on my to be finished this fall list. And guess what happened? It got finished. So on to the next one. If you like content like this about book reviews, go ahead and click like and subscribe. I do my book reviews every other week on Tuesdays. If everything is going perfect, I did release a book this fall, so my schedule for the videos have been a little wonky, but things will be starting to get back to normal because the book is actually published, edited out, and everything. So now it's just kind of like promoting, which is all its own hectic beast. But I got more time to read and do my reviews. So thank you for stopping by, as they said in that one movie. Until next time, ta-ta.